Okay, everybody, before we begin, I just want to mention the required risk disclaimer concerning Forex and futures. And I'm putting it right up here for your view. Just keep in mind that there is a high level of risk, and it may not be suitable for all investors. The high degree of leverage can work against you as well as for you. Before deciding to invest in foreign exchange, you should carefully consider your investment objectives, level of experience, and risk appetite, and I think you could read the rest. Alright? And by the way, I'm adding this in. Don't trade with money that you cannot afford to lose. That's very important. Alright, now let's get to it. Over the course of the next week with silver. So silver and gold have really gotten beat up over the course of the last week. We saw lows last week that we saw the biggest down move that we did since 2016 on gold. Silver has really gotten spanked. We broke through the 50% Fibonacci retracement level, which I'm coming up at about 1708, give or take. And you can see we came up here. By the way, this is a 30-minute chart. We came back up here and then retested that area, consolidating it, and then we gapped down on silver, and we've really just been going down. I'm expecting a reversal day. It could be today. You can see this reversal candle. I'm already in on this pair, and what I'm looking for as my first target is that 50 fib. So let's just say right around 1708, 1706, 17 even, wherever. Depends how aggressive you want to be as a trader. I'm expecting that to be target number one. Now let's go to the higher time frame. We're going to look at the 4-hour chart here, and we are seeing that 50 fib influence over here to the far left. That's going to be right around September 30th, September 31st, right around there. Consolidate and then pop back up. We never did have that here. We never did, consolidate and move off of it. It wasn't support. It just crashed through, broke, consolidated, gap down. So I'll take a long here, and as I said, first target would be right around that 17, and we may consolidate and then at that point move back down, retest the lows, or we may break through and move higher. But I wanted to just give some sort of an idea of what I'm looking at here. Now, from a fundamental standpoint, is silver a good buy? Well, fundamentally speaking, I'm not necessarily get too deep into the fundamentals, but I can say that silver is not only a precious metal that's used in, let's say, difficult times where people may convert their money like they do gold, but it also has industrial uses. Okay, silver has multiple uses, more uses than, let's say, gold, beyond just looking pretty. So as we see economies get boosted by production, typically we do see a little bit of a move in silver. So silver is a metal that goes beyond just, as I said, a safe haven. Alright, so yes, it has practical uses. It's used in electronics. It's also used in health products as well. Many of you may have heard of colloidal silver. Okay, so right now we're at 1677. This is the weekly chart that I'm looking at right here. So as far as today, we'll look at the the daily chart, and this, we can try and get an idea of what today's candle may look like. Excuse me. Will it be a flat-out reversal candle, or will it be one of these cross indecisive kind of looking candles? We're going to wait and see. It's still early in the day. It is Veterans Day, so you're going to get thin equities trading. We are down in equities. And if equities do move lower this week based on the geopolitical turmoil that seems to be igniting in Hong Kong. This is only going to help the case for the precious metal longs. If that trickles off into other avenues, we had the Nikkei down almost, what was that, 0.87%, I think, 0.087%. If that spills over into the rest of Asia, which it looks like it is, we should probably have a volatility index that's going to continue to increase this week. We have the VIX up today, and we also have these impeachment dog and pony show that seems to be starting this week in the United States. So if I'm an investor and I don't really be bothered with equities, which are again starting to look very toppy here, personally I would feel more comfortable setting my money into something such as silver and gold. So fundamentally, practically, it's there as more than just chart. It has a fundamental reason to also move higher if we see a continuation of some of these potentially political tumultuous situations that we're like starting to read. And Hong Kong just seems to be getting worse here. That was political issues over there. We've seen the Chile, which hasn't really hit the headlines too much. We also had that Palestine issue, Lebanon recently. So we'll see what happens this week. We will. Remember, if oil starts to move up, that should also tug the precious metals to follow. So oil is basing out. It kind of looks like it may get a pop here. So going to be watching everything, and I'll be doing multiple videos on commodities this week. So join us at fxlivedaytrading.com. New program now is a one-on-one mentorship. I'm looking for traders who are looking to do this full time. I will back them with money if they're showing a track record, okay, at least 3 months, and having a training program where you can be mentored with 10 hours, small payment, and only if you achieve success in the 3 months to follow will you then be responsible to pay the remainder of your tuition. And if that doesn't happen, then you don't pay the remainder of the tuition. I'll have more details on the website. Some we're working on, hasn't been launched yet, but many are encouraging us to do this. Have a great one and a great week. Bye.